Who gonna do the welcoming?
Oh, hello. I'm Stub D, and this is,
PD is CEO
and we are Big Black.
and Unsuccessful.
We're back, bitches.
Yeah, been going for a minute, man. Going for a little minute, chilling, uh, doing other things. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm looking at the screen, not the lens. So we gotta make sure we're looking at the lens.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got me because I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? We back
Yeah.
to talk our shit, man. Back to be who we are. You know, be big, black, and unsuccessful. So now we, bigger, blacker, and more successful, not unsuccessful. You know, that's just a play on words.
Yeah.
So, what you been up to, man?
Working.
Know you got your show that you do every Tuesday or whenever you want to.
Yeah, every Tuesday. It started out every Tuesday,
Word.
but now I can pretty much do it when I want to.
So
but it's still weekly though.
It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, that production beast went heavy on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Stay in the lab. You've been
man.
cooking up when I came.
Hey, but I tell you what though, you actually started that because I really wasn't touching on the equipment or doing anything really, man. I was just kicking back. And then when we came up with the idea to start doing that, I go back and listen to when I first started doing it to where I've come a long way. I'm getting my handles back. I haven't knocked all the rust off yet, but
right.
my 75% is like better than a lot of cats 100%. So I'm satisfied with that.
That's real.
For right now.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, you got Stub Beats. It's a show on Nobody Grinds Network. Make sure y'all download the app. You know what I'm saying? If you already got the app, then you probably seen this show on the app. If not, download it so you could have access to all the dope shows and everything that we got going on. I told y'all we've been working, man. So for me, man, I'm gonna say I stepped away from music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you abandoned a lot of people, man.
I stepped away from music because I felt like music was mistreating me. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like my ideas was better bitten than with me actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? As long as somebody could, grab the idea and bite it, it was all good.
But that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Definitely.
Biting, swag biting, all kind of stuff. But now, these days and times, I could have swore I had security on in the crib, dude. How did your stalker get in here, man?
I'm trying to figure out how somebody just came. I heard somebody coming.
And then that's the host of a rival show, man.
You might as well come up now.
Well, why y'all leave the door open?
You walked in the door.
Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't know it was open. You know I don't do that.
Oh, man.
But anyway, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I got away from the music, engulfed myself into the video side of things, and you know what I'm saying, like really pushing that. And then we already had the network,
right? But
trying to figure out how to maneuver the network was the problem. And then we decided to create an app. So that's what we did. We made the app, built the app up, and that's where we at right now. Like just adding shows and got the radio station on the app. Just it's dope.
You don't miss it? You don't miss that, man?
I'm gonna be honest. Every once in a while, like maybe on a blue moon or something, I might be like, man, that's a dope artist right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being a part of that process. But I am a part of the process. Because I still produce every once in a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I produce for hire. Right. So if somebody want a beat and they hit me up, like I still make a beat.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? As far as being the CEO and paying for people to play with your time and money,
you don't.
I don't miss that at all.
I don't think anybody would.
You know,
I miss it. I miss it at times.
I tell them cameras to work, they go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The cameras don't talk back buck.
Yeah, I tell them to create, they create. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I miss it at times
we
myself.
on. Not to say, you know, like I don't that I'm against the process totally. I just feel like for what I was doing, I probably would have been more beneficial to the artist if I was doing what I'm doing now, opposed to what I was doing before.
No, I just feel like, man, it's lost its purity.
Hmm.
It's lost its purity because I could recall the times when me and my crew first started doing it. This was before we met, and man, there used to be 6, 7 of us, man, in a little room, man, with a Yamaha 4-track,
Right?
a Boss sampler. You know what I'm saying? A Boss sampler with the big button. And that's all we had. And we
Right.
rip and run tapes and this, that, and the third, man. Boy, we'd be in that studio. Well, we called it a studio, but it was a room in the house. Everybody always would keep a room in the house to set up as a studio.
Right.
And man, we used to be in that room for 8, 9, 10 hours, man.
Yeah,
a
man.
Day.
That's what it. But it's still cats doing that.
Yeah, but it's hard to find those.
But if you look at like that's the problem. The problem is finding artists who love the process as much as you love the process.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I looked at Dreamville and their creation of their album, like J. Cole got a big ass house with a bunch of studios.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With a bunch of producers and a bunch of engineers. So you know what I'm saying? Like he basically them cats that go find a studio in the corner that nobody know about. And you know what I'm saying? They'd jump in there and they'd listen to beats and then come up with a song and then grab such and such. Then he had, you know, other artists come through
Really?
like T.I. and all of them. And everybody just in there and it's
Okay.
just one big cipher and you just going through it. Like what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they made the Dreamville project.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Man, I'm not gonna front, man. That shit funky, man.
Yeah, it sound like
I was
that. It
very
don't sound like,
surprised.
yo, send me a verse.
Right.
Yo, send me a verse. Yo,
Right.
send me a beat. It don't sound like that. It sound
Right.
like niggas was in there working together, putting in work.
Swords sharpen swords, steel
Yeah.
sharpen steel.
That's the way it came off. And like I think that definitely is missing that part of the process.
Well, you know me as a producer, whatever, and as an artist. And my favorite part always was that process.
Right.
Making the music, because you used to get on me about, man, yeah, okay, you like that doing that part, but we got to do this part, man.
Yeah. That's the big part. That's the
And I
part that
remember
means
pouting.
the
I
most.
remember pouting, getting, man, I don't feel like that shit, man. Well, goddamn, you can't, brother, come on. And then I can see how, and I wasn't the only one now, you know what I'm saying, but I can see how dealing with that and this, that, and the third, and just different personalities in general can wear and tear after a little while.
Yeah, because I mean, like you talking about years. You're talking about 10 years of every Saturday doing a session. Think about that on the family level.
Mm-hmm.
So
Trust me.
that
I
mean
know.
it ain't no games.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't going to no kids football games or no kids, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in the studio working with these artists. We ain't taking this trip for a weekend because I'm in the studio working with these artists. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I was dedicated to it because that's what I believed in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, for the artists, they wanted to be artists. For me, I wanted to have a label and create a dope-ass team that, you know, could excel. And I felt like I had different versions of that at different times, but people was just complacent.
Man, but you had some dope people come through. People come through that label, bro.
Definitely.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Cats.
People
Now.
I wish was still making music to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's
a few of them are.
I can name. It's about 4, including yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the rest is like they pretending like they making music, but they're not making
I wouldn't
music.
include me because I'm like Dre. I'll put some shit out every 5-6 years.
Yeah.
You heard
But
it.
and even myself, like I ain't go totally against it, but like I said, you know, that part of the process, I'd rather be able to sit down with an artist and say, you know, why should people listen to you, opposed to actually bringing an artist in and working with them from scratch. Like, you know, that part of it, I'd rather help them promo and help them get good visuals opposed to actually being the one solely responsible for trying to help you push forward because people don't want to do that.
Right.
You know, and also you got to know what people get into it for. Like, what did you want? Did you want to go to this level, or did you just know that if you said, "Nah, I don't want to be nothing," that nobody would deal with you? You see what I'm saying?
See, that's where I was saying the purity is going. Like,
Right.
What are you doing this for? What are you doing this for?
Because a lot of cats now, like this, like the festival age, a lot of them cats, you don't even know them, but if they song hit on the radio, they go do festivals for the rest of their life.
Man, listen, man. I read the city paper every time it comes out. Well, it's free, but still, they have reviews and stories about certain artists that I have never heard of a day in my life.
But guess what?
But they are hot and
those
popping.
Those artists.
When you go to research them,
yeah, like you checking them out, they got a catalog.
And I'm like, well, who is this cat?
Yeah,
and some of them are quite dope.
Yeah,
you know, some of them are quite dope because that sometimes we got to get out of that trap lane.
Yeah,
because Lord knows, man, sometimes, man, that shit just sounds like one song playing for hours at a time.
And I won't lie, it was a time where you said, I was listening to Future, I was listening to Migos, nigga, shit was funky, and I'd be like,
shit was
man,
funky.
that shit whack. But now, like, you know what I'm saying? Now that I can actually understand what the niggas are saying, I'm like, yo, some of this shit is dope.
Yeah.
I can feel some of this.
Yeah.
But like, you're right. We got a closed state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where you say you read the city paper and you've seen artists you ain't never seen before. But them niggas is the niggas who performing, doing big shows downtown, throwing big shows, and you know, the North Charleston niggas that been keeping them niggas out can't even get in.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
what got me like, wait a minute. I'm serious, people. And I know some people have gone through this. You're like, who the hell are these cats? They're who? From where?
Yeah.
Been on who? Okay, let me. Wow.
Performing.
Oh, wow. They from right there? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Paid shows, doing their thing.
Doing this.
You know what I'm saying? And we got artists
we talking South by Southwest and all those big time things, man.
Yeah. And really put real movements behind what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got artists that we know that's in one circuit, one little square, you know, representation that can make a move. Right. You know what I'm saying? And really because they holding themselves back. You know, you don't want to work with people. You want to shun everybody you don't know. Mm-hmm. And you want to, you know, shun opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why things ain't popping off for you. And then you too busy following the next man. Because if that man put out the Red album, you come with the Red album.
Right.
Don't even change it. You just come with the Red album. You know what I'm saying? So everything you see somebody else do,
you do it.
You run and try to do it, not realizing you always going to be behind. Because you're going to be coming to that person for your next idea, and they already on to the next shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, whenever I see people, you know, trying to do what I do, like, y'all only hurting yourself because you trying to follow me instead of actually following your own dreams, doing your own thing.
Pretty much.
You just see something working for somebody else, and now all of a sudden you try to make it work for you. Like, that's not the way it goes. You got to be able to do your own thing, get your own hustle, and push your own movement.
Well, some people will say that you. Some people could say you're inspiring. Isn't that a good thing?
Who said
to inspire?
J. Cole. They said that's flattering, but I ain't flattered at all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big difference between a motherfucker like being inspired by you and a person biting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person being inspired by you, they could genuinely come shake your hand. You know what, man? Like, I appreciate what you do, man. You inspired me to do this. It's people that inspire me in the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at what I'm doing and what they did, it won't be the exact same thing.
Okay, so
See, that's where the problem come in at. You can don't make yourself a carbon copy.
So they traced you.
Yeah,
in the words of Jigga, they didn't make up their own shit. They just traced.
They traced it, and now they running around here talking about, look at what I did. You know what I'm saying, and hoping that because they got a bigger audience, so they know more people, that people would give them the credit for being first to do it. Give them the credit for doing it the best. But how can you do it the best when you copying somebody else? And for me, it ain't a situation where I be like, oh man, well, they did what I did. Plenty of people done hit me up and been like, yo, yeah, man, I want to create a radio station. How you do that? And talk to me for 4 or 5 days, or talk to me for weeks. How you do that? Yeah, how you do this? How you do that? I tell them, boom, do this, do that, do that. Everything cool, no problems. Then once you done got yourself in a position, now you trying to bite everything that you done seen me do instead of doing you. See, if Stub create a beat with the same instruments, and I come and say, yo, Stub, I like that beat. Then I go grab them same instruments, and I'm sitting playing your beat. Trying to sequence everything, put everything in the exact same spot.
That has happened. That's happened.
That happens all the time. But I can't claim that's mine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm biting you. I'm not paying homage. I'm biting you.
But you changed it. It gets changed up.
Nah, because I'm listening to everything that you did. The only thing that I'm not putting in there is your credit. So your it's Stub Beats, partner. Yeah. I'm taking that out. It's PD, baby. It's PD's beat, baby. But everything else is exactly the same. That's where the problem comes in at. Now, had I took your beat and took the same exact instruments and been like, yo, this is Stub inspired beat, and cooked up with them same ingredients, but did it in my way. Like a sample. You could take the same sample. I might be like, yo, I like the way that nigga flipped that sample.
Right.
Now I take it and flip it another way, inspired by what you did, but I still did it my own way.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever you see it, if a nigga walked up to Jay-Z and sound exactly like Jay-Z, and his name was Juan Barter, and he called himself BJ, and he had the cap twisted the same exact way, or let's say he twisted it the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? And let's say he got a instead of a blue Yankee, he went and got a red Yankee. That nigga look at that shit and be like, "You trying to be me for Halloween or what?" That's what I'm saying. It's a big difference between. Whereas if you listen to J. Cole on Blueprint 3, before I knew who J. Cole was, I didn't know that was J. Cole featured on the Jay-Z track.
Right.
But if you look at J. Cole's style ain't nothing like Jay-Z style.
No.
If you listen to Shine style ain't nothing like Biggie style.
No.
But if you listen to Bad Boy, you'd be like, oh man, that might be, is that an old Biggie track? You know what I'm saying? That's one track where he sounded a certain way on purpose on that track.
Right.
Gorilla Zoe sounded like Biggie at one point in time. Yeah. If you don't know who Gorilla Zoe is, just roll with it. Just look him up later. But
that wasn't that long ago.
But Gorilla Zoe sounded like Biggie a little bit. But he wasn't, if you listen to his music, he wasn't trying to sound like Biggie. That was just his voice. Right. So that's all I'm saying. You gotta watch these people who on that carbon copy shit. It's a difference between paying homage and showing love and being inspired and actually biting somebody.
There's a lot of that shit going on, man.
That's everywhere.
There's a lot of shit going on and people don't even care. It's like they don't even care. Oh my gosh. This is a terrible, terrible, and I don't know nothing about what generation this is or whatever. I'm not gonna say that. This is just almost a terrible time to live in. For a certain person cut from a certain type of cloth, it is.
Yeah. I mean,
You can't even slap people no more, man.
That cloth shit is over with.
Man, you can't even slap people no more, man.
That whole shit is over
running
with.
running they DPs, the DSs.
It's over with.
You can't slap them. First thing they want to do is shoot you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you do them too dirty, then they're going, and they know what you capable of, they're gonna call the police first.
Of course.
Because the logic that they get now from all of these old gangsters who've been snitches, you know, being made into movies is, if I snitch on the opposition, I'm all good.
Yeah.
That ain't snitching. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in reality, if you live in a certain lifestyle and you live in a certain way, you can't speak on nobody's name who live in that lifestyle with you. And that's the problem that we run into. There is no morals or no
there is no morals.
standards.
And that was the origination of snitching, was when one cat doing the same hustle as another cat told on that cat so he could get all the hustle. That was snitching. But you running in a wolf pack of dudes going to parties, man, aimlessly firing off pistols,
right,
and killing innocent people,
right,
and don't nobody want to tell, and they know who fucking did it.
Right.
That's not snitching. That's stupidity.
Word. Because now you fucking up the business.
That's stupidity.
You messing up the business. You messing up people trying to have a good time. You messing up innocent bystanders who ain't have nothing to do with.
That's not snitching on nobody, man. That's getting a killer off the street that's killed somebody's child. Could have killed somebody, or that is somebody's child. That's somebody's mother, sister, whatever, man. That shit's not cool. We didn't used to do that in my era when we was growing up, man. We didn't fuck with civilians. We beef with each other. We wasn't messing with nobody mama or beating up their brothers and all kind of, well, that might have happened, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we wasn't, not that stupid crazy shit, man. That's crazy.
Robbing man. Grandmothers and
clapping each other mama and all kind of, man. No, man. Yeah. No. Randomly just busting off, man. No, man. No. A lot of y'all boys accidental murderers. Accidental killers, man.
Or scary, like Boosie said, closing their eyes and shooting everywhere.
Yeah, man. Boy, look here, man. Boy, I know cats, man, that'll blow your head off, man. No questions asked. And they wasn't killing no clouds. They wasn't killing clouds, and they wasn't just... Nah. If they pulled it out, dog, that shit was getting squeezed.
They ain't been wasting no bullets.
I've seen it. Trust me. I've seen it.
And they ain't
I've witnessed it.
Ain't been no war zone if I make it to my trunk first.
Yeah, it ain't ain't none of all that fucking talking, telling the next op what you gonna do to them. How I looking at you, and I'm telling you, you know what? I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
That's what you gonna do?
You already done put yourself.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and take care of your ass right now. We wasn't telling nobody what we was gonna do to them. You got what you got.
That's why I tell wifey that all the time. I said, listen, man. I said, with these cats now, when they say what they say, I'd be like, you sure that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
Because I already know where I come from. I already know what I'm capable of. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna make sure, because you might have just got hot for a minute.
Yeah.
So let me make sure you straight. You sure this the route you want to take? This your opportunity to say, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I've been flying off the handle. I've been drunk. You know, I drink too much Kool-Aid, whatever the case may be. And straighten yourself out. You got an opportunity, because where I come from, it ain't been all of that. It ain't been no truce. Like, needs to make you really cry, really leave town. You know what I'm saying? Because of the turmoil. So it's like, know what you're getting yourself into before you just go out here playing around.
And you better have been able to take as much as you could give too. Yeah. Because you gonna get caught slipping a couple of times yourself.
Everybody had to go to the mattresses. Nobody could stay home. You couldn't go to war and stay home. Like, that makes your whole family a target.
Wasn't nobody coming up and see. I'm talking about before this internet social media era, where when you was coming up, you actually had to touch down in all these different places to get your name known. Yeah. Whether you're famous or infamous, you actually had to go touch around all these people's dirt. You win some, you lose some. Yeah. But boy, look here. It was fun times. I'm glad we didn't have that back then, because a lot of us probably just be getting out of prison now. Yeah. Almost 30 years later.
Because it's addictive. it's hard not to tell on yourself.
Man.
And an old cat might be like, an older cat would be like, you know what, this younger generation, blah, 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 blah. Nah, nigga, we had the telephone.
Yeah.
Niggas been on that phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, such and such, you know, whatever that just happened. That been the social media.
The telephone.
So how we had cameras, all of the shit that these young people got, it would have been way worse back then. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give that credit, you know what I'm saying, with them coming up in this age where everybody is putting everything on front.
Stub, fuck that stuff. I'm gonna call that nigga on three-way right now. I'm gonna call him on three-way right now. Yeah, you call him. Hey, don't make no noise or nothing, because I don't want to know you on the line. Well, motherfuckers don't remember, man. And I ain't talking about in the jailhouse. I'm talking about home at your mama house or at Nana house.
Jailhouse is jailhouse too,
man. Yeah,
niggas in the jail will know sometime before you know.
That's true. Yeah, because they get in the three ways.
That was the social media.
That's how they still probably doing it to this day. But no, I ain't speaking on that. That's none of my business. But them boys ain't got to use no goddamn jailhouse phone no more.
Nah, them boys, you know, they doing what they do.
Yeah, they do what they do.
They know, man. They know who got it and who don't got it.
Man, but that was crazy, man. Crazy times, man. I don't know what y'all little young boys doing, man. Because ain't nowhere in the world I'm damn near 50 and I look better than y'all niggas, man.
That is something.
That's crazy, man. What kind of drugs y'all use?
I ain't gonna lie, that is something to say. You know what I'm saying? Because young cats now, like, y'all be looking crazy. And you would think y'all would actually pay attention to the older cats who might have, you know, gained some weight or did certain recreational things that got them looking a certain way. Like,
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you wouldn't want to be that, but y'all just...
Do you watch the news? Of course you watch the news. Bill Sharp and them will plaster them faces, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I wonder how old this cat is. Oh, such and such and such, 24 years old. What?
Yeah.
24? Man, that motherfucker look 50.
Looking crazy.
Crazy. I don't know what y'all drugs, boy. Y'all better stop it.
Nah, hold up, because you looking crazy, taking Viagra at 14.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say something.
Why would they do that?
If you taking Viagra at 14, right? By the time you hit 23, your body is addicted and used to you taking Viagra.
Ooh.
You can't do shit without Viagra. So what you gonna do when you don't got no plug to Viagra? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that goes for not just Viagra. That go for all the different drugs you take for
them perks,
those certain things that enhance certain things for you. You gonna need some shit they ain't invented yet to even get you to that level.
I'll have to get a balloon.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's crazy to me. But anyway, that's a lot, man. So so you get the premise.
Man, I'm sorry, man. I hate to cut you off, man. Can you imagine, man? You got a lady friend. You done took all that shit all that time, and the only way you can get a semi-rigid erection is you have a balloon and.
No, I can't. That's why I don't want
insert it into your penis.
That's why I don't want to.
You gotta tell the bitch. Hold on.
Meanwhile, she's like, this nigga around here with the balloon and shit. Girl, come pick me up. I don't got time for this shit. No offense to y'all with the balloon.
Yeah, no offense, because you are mad.
Did it to yourself, but ain't no, whatever the case may be.
No.
Whatever the case may be.
No.
But
oh Lord, you have to be Pastor Wilson the rest of your life, nigga.
Yeah. Pastor Wilson say he was about to get some pussy after that eating. Though. He ain't just been eating. That's just what y'all seen on the camera. You know what I'm saying? That's what she decided to showcase.
Man, listen, man. We are it's a time. Boy,
Yeah.
y'all motherfuckers better wake up.
But I don't think none of this stuff ain't wasn't going on before, especially with the pastor.
But this
it's
media
on camera.
That all these
everybody
cameras.
is a media person at this point in time.
Listen, man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him, told Malcolm X, there's nothing more addictive than the cameras.
Yeah.
A person that wants to be seen all the time. I'm not talking about doing media stuff like podcasts and that. That's just us filming conversations we would have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some like having shows. Some having conversations, drinking. Some having conversations, smoking. Some having just conversations. But those are your conversations.
Anybody could have walked into that.
I'm talking about cats that, yo, listen, me and my lady, yo, we going to McDonald's and get 2 Happy Meals. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For the kids. We doing it for the kids.
We was talking about that this morning. My kids was in the room. Wifey was on live doing the makeup. Yeah. I said, I bet you if I put up a live, say I'm going to sleep, I get motherfuckers viewing it. So
that's the kind of thing I mean, you know.
Nah, but I did the shit and motherfuckers was on it. It was actually viewing it.
Motherfuckers were viewing you going to sleep.
Yo,
man.
I opened my eyes, seeing like 5 people and just closed that shit down and deleted it. Like, yo, that shit was crazy. Like, I'm sitting there, like, yo, I'm literally holding the phone like this with my eyes closed and shit. Motherfuckers is coming on there.
Man, I'm talking about like some of these chicks who post all this shit with their ass and stuff out, and then you see them and you touch them and they go all fucking crazy. Or these cats be going in their DMs, then now they thirsty. Bitch, you the one goddamn gave all the salt.
I could see the touching thing being crossing the threshold, but as far as being online and being in the inbox, that's kind of what you wanted, that attention.
Man, you know what? I just grew up at a different time.
But a woman might say, you know, I ain't necessarily wanted that attention from a man. Like women say they dress and get nice for women, you know, to compete with other women, to show off in front of other women. They don't do it for the men.
That's what you heard?
That's what they say.
Who's they?
Some women.
Man, please.
Most women, actually. Yes. They say they don't dress for the men. Well, all right, let's put it like this. Girls always complaining, I'm going to the gas station, my hair tied up, I look bad, I don't got no makeup on, I don't got no lashes, and niggas is still trying to holler. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you still trying to holler while she got a bag on her head, no makeup on, no nothing, in her pajamas, the fuck she got to dress up for you for? She don't. Just like niggas who be like, oh, my girl gotta have matching panties and shit. Nigga, if your girl fine and she coming there with a wife beater and goddamn some tear up drawers, you still gonna fuck. So why she gotta dress up for you? So I can kind of see where they say they dressing up for other women, because now they on the scene. This woman, she dressed up, she got her dress on, it's form fitting, she got her makeup done, she got her hair done. Now you ain't just gonna walk in there raggedy. You gonna walk in there. You gonna walk in there dressed up because y'all competing. It's kind of like niggas with cars and niggas with jewelry and shit like that.
I don't compete with no dudes.
But you know niggas do it. That's why
I don't get dressed.
Them niggas go get a hair. Niggas will go get a haircut.
I'm not on that gal shit.
Niggas will go get a haircut because they trying to get them gal. If the girls say they like dreads, the niggas will go get dreads. Why every nigga got beds now?
Because they saw me.
Word. But that's what it is.
Shit.
Bed gang and all that shit like that. That's where all that shit came from. That shit came from you. And then off the strength of you, everybody got beds and now the women.
That's what I believe. I don't give a fuck with nobody. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I believe that. I've been doing this shit. Bro.
I ain't knocking you, bro.
It's been pretty boy.
I ain't knocking you. But that's the whole. But
see, they're all going back to, and you can't really say it's biting because you know, motherfuckers say, where you get it from? Well, you know, I got it from original people. Because when you follow certain religions, you're supposed to have this with a lightly shaved mustache. But we're not gonna get into that. But you know, yeah, they first saw stubs with them, man. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Coconut oil, sheened up, glistening.
That's what it was.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a time. It was a time.
Yeah.
It was a time.
You was that nigga, huh?
Yeah.
Still that nigga?
Nah,
talk your shit, man.
No, man, that balloon doesn't deflate, G.
Talk your shit.
No, man. We not here for that, man. One day, man.
That's all we here for.
One day, you see you trying to get me something.
That's all we here for.
I don't want to.
Well, I tell you what.
We can't climax on the show. We got to build up to it.
We just getting back, so you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. We got to build.
So we ain't going to give them all
trust me, I'm calling out names. I got to know. I got to know. Why the fuck you did that? I'm calling out names. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. You can talk all the shit you want. Just don't touch me. That's
Word.
I mean, that's fair. You can talk all the shit you want. I can handle that.
Shit, I think we done gave him enough for the day, man.
We just get warmed up.
Yeah, I think we done gave him enough.
Man,
for
shouts
the day.
out to Drinks and Discussions. We got one of their hosts here. I hope she don't bite our shit. You know, for her next show. You know, because they crafty now.
Let me tell y'all the topic for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where the beds came from.
Yeah.
You know.
No, or how about let's talk about dick pumps. What you know how them ladies do. They get it in.
Pumping them up. Would you sit through that? Would he have to do it before you arrive? Or would he have to do it once you there? Would he have to do it slowly while y'all Netflix and chill?
It's been my experience that a grown ass woman wants to see it grow. That's like getting to somebody's house and they got a bunch of already rolled blunts. I don't want none of that shit. You got to roll that in front of me, cat daddy.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? That just me. I don't know. It's not funny. Lord knows I don't want that to ever happen to me.
Definitely not.
I do need to calm these sperm down though.
Definitely not. I ain't even going there with you. Hey, we back, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. We back, you know what I'm saying? Big, black, and unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying? A nigga done got bigger even though he was hoping to be smaller. I done got more successful and, you know, I ain't getting no blacker. But still, I'm still black.
I lost weight, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm down to 230 something from 270.
He trying to be smaller than me, but, you know, we ain't gonna let that happen.
No, man. Hey, man, the doctor said what I enjoy is killing me, so I got to stop it.
Word.
And that's good food and liquor, not no drugs. I've never
See
tried
what happens when you spend your whole life running crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Good food and liquor.
Anyway, y'all hear more about it, man. This is Big Black and Unsuccessful. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.